Hey guys, it's poppin', Jacques Slade here, and if you're around the internet today, you know that the new phones were announced as well as Apple Watches. Since I know you guys love your phones as much as I do, here's a quick guide to what you should know from the phones to the watches. Let's start with the Apple Watch. Today we saw the announcement of the Apple Watch 4. First big thing to note is they are in new sizes, 40mm for the ladies and 44mm for the men. Previously the watches were 38 and 42 respectively. However, if you have the old bands, they will still work with the new watches. The big story about the new watches is the new display. It's over 30% larger and the watch itself is actually thinner than the Series 3. Something really dope is the new accelerometer and the gyroscope, which are able to detect hard falls, and an electrical heart rate sensor that can take an electrocardiogram, basically an ECG, using the new ECG app. Other details include a 50% louder speaker, the microphone has been moved to reduce echo for better sound quality, and now it has the S4 chip, which is supposed to make the watch twice as fast but still rocking that 18-hour battery life. If you use your watch a lot, like I do, you'll be happy they added haptic feedback to the digital crown, and with the bigger display, it also allows more info to be packed on the screen in larger fonts if that's something that you want as well. If you work out a bunch, the watch now can last 6 hours outdoor. It has a yoga workout setting, a hiking workout setting, plus a few more. Pricing wise, the Apple Watch Series 4 GPS starts at $399 and the Apple Watch Series 4 GPS and cellular starts at $499. The Series 3 will still be available at the new starting price of $279. New phone, new name, who this? Apple officially announced the names of the updated phone line, and they broke a bit with tradition. We now have the iPhone XS at 5.8 inches, the XR at 6.1 inches, and the XS Max at 6.5 inches. First things first, the XS and the XS Max are essentially the same phone. The XS Max obviously has a bigger screen, but everything else is the same. That goes for the upgraded dual cameras that shoot 12 megapixels. They both have the same Super Retina display at 450 pixels per inch, the 7 megapixel front-facing camera, the IP68 water resistance rating, dual SIM support, and the new wider stereo sound. It's all the same. On the inside, the new S line features a new A12 Bionic chip, which will help you take better pictures aided by an algorithm that will instantly recognize faces and bodies. It also has dynamic depth of field, meaning you can adjust the blur in the background of your photos when you use portrait mode. But the chip isn't just there to help your selfies, it also helps speed up the processing for games, video editing, and graphic-intensive apps. Apple also noted that for the first time, the neural engine is open to Core ML, which will allow developers to build apps that utilize the phone's highly efficient machine learning engine. Pricing wise, the iPhone XS and the iPhone XS Max will be available in 64, 256, and 512GB capacity models in space gray, silver, and a new gold finish, starting at $999 US to $1,099 respectively. But it doesn't end there, as a new phone has entered the lineup, the iPhone XR. Like the XS, the phone features a full screen display, but instead of the OLED display, it's an LCD. The screen is 6.1 inches and it is a full Retina display at 326 pixels per inch. Unlike the XS phones, the XR will only have one camera on the back, but you will still be able to access portrait mode via the A12 chip and the next generation neural engine. With the phone, you also get Face ID, you get an IP67 rating, the longer than iPhone 8 Plus battery life, and really everything else you saw in the iPhone XS. Of all the things introduced today, the XR is really the most interesting thing to me. Even though the iPhone 7 and 8 are still on sale, the XR shows that Apple is currently moving toward a world where the screen is more important than the home button. As a person that uses the 10, I do miss the home button every once in a while, and it'll be interesting to see how the public responds. I know most people will want to get their hands on the latest and greatest, so I think the phone will do well, but I do think that people are going to miss the home button because I did. Pricing wise, the XR will start at $749 and it will be available in 64, 128, and 256GB versions. If you still want the iPhone 7 or 8, you can grab those as well for $449 and $599 respectively. As for my personal choice, I think I'm going to upgrade to the XS at 256 because I shoot a lot of video, as you can obviously see. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and as always, I appreciate you. I'll see you soon. Peace.